So for me, what really helped me and kind of my own personal adjustment, um, really was beta blockers for me personally. It was something that I heard about and that I felt like, instead of discounting it, since what I'm doing currently is not working, just to go ahead and try it and see how it goes. And, the first audition I took, it was the best I've ever played.
Mhm.
It was
And for all the moms listening who think that you're on drugs, can you explain what beta blockers are and that you're not weird and that a lot of musicians do them?
Yes, so beta blockers, to basically put it in the most simple way, it blocks, I believe it's the hormone or the signal that goes from the brain that's kind of like, hey, you're in danger, or hey, there's something really stressful going on. I need to pump all this adrenaline in you to, it's kind of like a fight or flight
Yeah, it's trying to
response.
protect you. It thinks that you're going to be eaten by a tiger. But that's not
Exactly.
helpful when we're trying to play really, exact technical things and air and heart rate and all of that.
Yeah, because I mean, any amounts of tension in the body makes a big difference in your sound output and even sometimes your musical output. And so with the beta blockers, it allows you to stay calm,
Mhm.
stay focused, and in a lot of ways be a lot more precise and a lot more things are just a lot more predictable. Now,
Mhm.
there are some side effects of beta blockers that you need to keep in mind. Like you need to make sure to really
Yeah, we're not doctors and this is not advice.
not
Not doc.
advice, not advice, but I've always found using a dry mouth spray or really hydrating can really help mitigate those effects. But
Mhm.
all it really is just blocking out the adrenaline and just trying to keep yourself calm, collected, and focused throughout
Mhm.
the audition.
Yeah. And also, some people don't have the amped up adrenaline heart rate response. I definitely have that as well. I haven't tried beta blockers yet, but something I would definitely consider because
Mhm.
I've started taking orchestral auditions this year, and I did about 4 of them. And the main feeling I had is when I walk into the room, I just don't have control over my body
Yeah.
anymore. Like especially noticing my heart rate, and then you can't control your air, and it's hard to do like fingers and technique when you have no air. So it's definitely something I would consider. Some people have the opposite reaction. You know about this?
No, no,
Okay.
you should share.
So some people feel like they're falling asleep when they're so that I've heard, like our bodies have different ways of dealing with stuff. It's like shut down or go like way too much. And so those people have been told to run up the stairs before taking or before performing. Sounds just crazy to me.
That's really funny, actually.
So I think the main things, if I were giving advice to someone who is nervous for performing, first of all, make sure that you've prepared adequately.
Mhm.
So, like, you cannot skip knowing your part. And then from there, even if you know it really well, just know that your body's going to do weird things when you're in front of people. And it's not like your fault or anything, but you can desensitize yourself to it. There's a reason exposure therapy exists for all sorts of things. If you just practice mock auditions playing in front of people, eventually your body will learn like thing happens. So I don't need to send this response so much. Yeah, mock auditions, prepare really well. And then for auditions specifically, you can imagine in your mind, imagine walking into the room and seeing the music stand and seeing the sheet if it's a blind audition and you can't see the judges. And then you might find when you just imagine it, your heart rate still goes up. And
Yeah.
that's good. Like if it happens then, it'll happen less in real life.
Mhm.
Do you use utilizing or mock auditions and things like that to
Yeah.
desensitize yourself as well?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love one thing I really love, and we were gonna try to do that in the studio here. Unfortunately, we weren't able to kind of line up with schedules, but we were gonna try to basically recreate almost the exact conditions of the audition room. Like we would have a screen, we'd have
Mhm.
people behind the screen taking notes and things like that.
Mhm.
And I think that
Throwing
really,
tomatoes at you.
yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
know. Yeah.
I really think that probably is one of the most valuable things you could do is recreate your audition environment as
Mhm.
close as you possibly can. Play
Mhm.
in a big room, play with a screen with people listening.
Mhm.
Recreate the list or maybe make like a random order.
Mhm.
Just trying to recreate those conditions as much as you can. And if you continue to expose yourself to it, it could numb yourself down to where you get in the room and you're just like real audition. It's like, oh, this is nothing that I haven't done before. There's nothing
Yeah.
scary about this. I know what to do.
Mhm. Yeah, and I feel like the other part is the way you talk to yourself matters.
Mm,
Um, I'm notoriously kind of a negative person, optimistic about the future and mankind and technology and all
mm,
that. Tend to be pessimistic personally, but there's actually research on the way that you talk to yourself and doesn't help you to be negative.
No.
Sometimes it can feel like if you say something negative, you're saying it before someone else can say it about you, and
Mhm.
you're trying to protect yourself like that. But the best thing you can do when you're practicing, if you're frustrated, if you're working on something and you're not getting it, is to say, I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm
Mhm.
practicing to fix this skill, and I'm doing the work, and that's awesome. And like, that's it. All this sounds so bad, I'm never going to get it. I'm not smart enough, I'm not talented, whatever. That stuff, it literally does not help you.